You'll be listening to information that may contain something that'll surprise you, something that might shock you today, and definitely will inform you about what is going on in our community. Our goal is really to provide that information so that additional people can be informed. You can connect with experts, so if you want to know more, you can connect with someone that you've heard. And again, the information is on your USB. So in front of you, you have a little card that has a USB that contains all the PowerPoint presentations, as well as some additional enrichment information and contact information for our speakers. So we want you to walk away with additional information and connections, but most of all, we want to inspire you to take action. Now, you wouldn't be here if you aren't already taking action to improve lives in our community. But I think you'll walk away with at least one thing that you can do to differently or in addition that will make a difference on people. You'll note that a number of our presentations today focus on children and youth. And we're really, as United Way and as our community, we're concerned with all phases of life, from birth to seniors. But our focus today is more specifically slanted toward youth because, as you know, and as research continues to show, the impact we make in children and youth has long-term benefits and rewards. So pay close attention to what our speakers are saying today and think of that one thing that you can do when you walk away from here. I want to start by introducing our first speaker. We're going to be looking at STEM education across the Tri-Cities. STEM has been in the news a lot, and not just in Pasco, where we have people from the Pasco district, Megan and Jenny, who will be talking to us, but across the Tri-Cities. And questions arise about, so if my kid's not going to be an engineer, why is STEM important? Or if I don't hire scientists, why is STEM important to my workforce? Well, Megan and Jenny will give us information about why that makes a difference for all of us. Megan?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having us. I didn't really play fair today. I actually brought someone to co-present with me. So Jenny's going to start first. She is the principal of Delta High School. She's actually a doctor now, Dr. Jenny Rodriguez. So I'm going to let her start, and then I will finish up with our presentation to tell you all about what's happening in Pasco with STEM.
Good morning. How are you today? Good, good. You're awake? You had some coffee? It's great. Well, we're excited to be here. Megan Nelson and I, we're very passionate about STEM education for all students, K through 12 especially, because that's the system that we work in. And at Delta High School, I specifically work with high school students, but we work on a lot of outreach with our elementary and middle school partners because we do believe STEM education is for all kids. STEM education is really about preparing students for success in college, in career, and in citizenship. And I'd like to spend just a couple minutes talking with you about that first piece, college success. So we know that to be successful today, kids need something beyond a high school diploma. It's not acceptable anymore, it's not sufficient anymore to just get a high school diploma. It's really the floor for our kids. We need them to push towards the ceiling. It doesn't mean that everyone needs a bachelor's degree or an extended a master's or a professional degree. It does mean that every student needs some kind of post-secondary education. We talk with our kids a lot about what those opportunities are, including trade school, going into the military for training, getting all kinds of community college degrees and certificate programs at Columbia Basin College. It's a great resource for us here locally. And then, of course, university degrees for some students is a great choice as well. We know that many of the jobs that are going to be available for our kids are going to require that post-secondary education. And we know that for many of the jobs in our state in particular, it does require a college degree. And so we really are preparing our kids to go into those areas where there's high job growth. STEM is really producing jobs at a faster pace, at a faster rate than other industries. And so when we provide a STEM education to our kids and prepare them for those industries, we're setting them up to be well-placed for a job, to be well-placed to be sufficient, to be self-sufficient. For many of our kids in Pasco School District, going on to college and getting a STEM degree is going to break the barrier of poverty for not just them, but for their family. So share a few statistics here with you. This is showing employment growth over a couple of decades, and you can see that continued job growth. The green line at the top is for folks who have a bachelor's or higher degree. And so even when there's been periods of recession, where you can see the white bars, those are the recession periods, we continue to see that there are more jobs being produced for folks who have degrees. The red line in the middle is for people who have completed an associate's degree or some college. The blue line is for folks who have a high school diploma, or in some cases not even a high school diploma. And you can see actually we're not gaining jobs. There aren't jobs being created for people who just have a high school diploma. Job growth is happening really in those for folks who have at least an AA degree or even a bachelor's degree or beyond. One of the things we talk with kids a lot about is the income disparity based on the education attainment that you achieve. This is pretty convincing to teenagers because they like to buy stuff, right? So they like to head to Dutch Brothers every day, and they want to be able to get the new shoes and the new jeans. And so talking with them about how college is going to afford them the lifestyle that they want and afford them the opportunities to travel or take vacations or drive the car that they're interested in, that can be a talking point that kids find convincing. So this is just showing the earning disparity for adults with college degrees. Again, the blue line, bachelor's degree or more, the red line, 2-year degree or some college, and the green line is a high school graduate. So you can see significant income disparity between those groups. We talk about this graph with kids a lot too. And so you can see not only are you going to earn more as you increase your education attainment, you're less likely to be unemployed. Very important if you want to support yourself and a family, want to have a job. And we also show them this graph, annual income by education level. Part of STEM education is really talking to kids about the future all the time. We're not just learning what we're learning today for the sake of a test or a unit exam or a project. We're learning because we're preparing for our future. We're preparing to be successful in college, we're preparing to be successful in our career, and we're preparing to be successful in our citizenship. So before kids get to college, what is it that they really need? Well, they need strong academic high school experience, and that's where we have found STEM education to be very valuable. It's very rigorous, it's very relevant to kids, it's very real world for them, and so they get highly engaged, and when students are highly engaged, the learning sticks better. I don't think that should come as a surprise to any of us. Colleges are also looking for impressive transcripts. At Delta High School, we're able to offer for students engineering classes, computer animation. We're offering multimedia web design, computer programming, a variety of really great skills that they're going to be able to take with them. And those are mandatory offerings for our kids. So even though a student might say, I don't want to be an engineer, as Luann was mentioning, it's still great for them to have those skills. In many cases, kids don't even know what that thing is that they love to do because they haven't been exposed to it yet. And so we really try to expose kids to a wide world of career options and choices and skills and industries so that they can find that thing that they are passionate about. Sometimes it turns out to be something related to STEM, and sometimes it doesn't. But regardless, that STEM education is preparing them to be curious and continuous learners. There's also a great deal of student leadership that exists in STEM education. It's very student-driven. We do a lot of cooperative learning, a lot of cooperative group work, and so kids are really learning those career skills of working together. How many of you work completely by yourself? I don't see any hands. So we need to learn to work together no matter where we come from or what we might like to do. And our kids really learn that because of all the collaborative work that we do with STEM education. We also are concerned about kids going to college and staying at college. There's a lot of retrieval that occurs in colleges. And a lot of students are going to college, but they're not prepared. And so once they get there, they're finding that they're really struggling to keep up. They may be having to take remedial courses to even get to college-level coursework. So that can be very disheartening. If you applied to college and you show up and then all of a sudden I am having to pay for credits that I don't even get to put towards my degree. So we really want kids to be prepared academically before they get there. so that that's one less barrier that they have to face when they're actually there. We also see with kids who are dropping out of college, they might just be looking for a job and not really looking for learning. So again, STEM education is really focused on building that curiosity, getting kids to ask a lot of questions, to wonder, to tinker, to really think about the world around them and how they can improve it. So it's not just about a job, it's really about a career, it's about finding that passion. So again, we really find that STEM education is meeting a lot of these needs to prepare students for career, college, and citizenship. It does focus on an integrated learning opportunity, so kids don't just learn math in math class, they use their math and science. They use their math and science in their English class. They take all of their learning over to their engineering course where they're going to make a pitch to sell their electric car. We really try to integrate so kids can understand that's how the real world works. We don't just do one part of our job in a silo, right? We do everything together. There's a huge emphasis on communication skills and collaboration, which I already talked about, and a lot of emphasis on innovation. There's never just one right answer. There's usually lots of ways to come to a solution, and so we encourage that in our students. So I'm going to bring Megan back up here. We're going to talk about what's happening with STEM education at the elementary, middle, and high school levels. Oh, she wants me to start with high school. So we're going to start with high school. So Delta High School is in year 7. If you haven't had an opportunity, I would encourage you to come and visit us at our new location on Broadmoor Boulevard in Pasco. We're very excited to be in a new facility. It's allowing us to add some additional options for our kids this year, including materials science and an advanced physics class in acoustics. We are a tri-district partnership with Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland school districts, which is a unique model that the Tri-Cities can be really proud of. It's not something that we've seen anyone else be able to do successfully. Most STEM schools exist within a single school district, and so it's really a unique partnership, something that our community can be very proud of. We have very strong connections to the local industry. Of course, we have great partnership with Pacific Northwest National Laboratory and Battelle. They've really been a huge part of our school and are one of our 7 founding partners, along with Columbia Basin College, Washington State University, Tri-Cities, and the Washington State STEM Education Foundation. We've also had the opportunity and have been very happy to work with many of our local businesses, many of our local firms and industries, not just to establish curriculum and projects and work with our kids, but also to partner for student internships. Preparing kids for the world of work often means putting them in the world of work, and so internships are a cornerstone of the Delta program. We currently have over 50% of our seniors in the workplace in an internship right now, so we're quite excited. Our goal is to get eventually to 80% of our seniors conducting an internship during their senior year. Kids select an internship based on their career interests. About half the time they find out that this is the job they want forever, and they get super excited about the path of education towards that career. The other half the time, kids find out this is totally not what I want to do for the rest of my life. And either way, it's a very valuable learning experience for our kids. Some students do a single internship for the entire school year. Others choose to do a different internship placement each trimester, so they're 12-week placements. And we have students working, of course, at the National Lab, working at local engineering firms. We have students who are very interested in service, and we have interns in a variety of nonprofit organizations throughout the Tri-Cities. We also have students who work at the STEM elementaries in Pasco School District and partner with the teachers and the students there on a variety of projects. We have students who are interning at the Boys and Girls Club. So we really are finding ways for our kids to give back to the community while also gaining those valuable workplace skills. It's really a win-win for everybody involved in that situation. And so I always make an appeal. If you are interested in having an intern at your company or organization, please give us a call because we would love to match you with the perfect student. Thank you.
Okay. Has anyone been out to Delta or been by the building? It's gorgeous. If you get a chance, go by and have a tour. The kids are fabulous and the building's beautiful. So when I saw the title of this slide, What's Happening in STEM, I kind of feel right now like what's not happening in STEM. My job as the Director of STEM Initiatives and Instructional Technology keeps me very busy for our district because I get to be steeped in STEM K-12 every day, working with teachers, administrators, kids, parents. And as Jenny illustrated, we have dived deeply into the world of STEM for a very good reason. I have a fact for you. Does anyone know where we rank in the amount of STEM jobs that Washington State creates or has? We're number 1. Do you know where we are in filling them with our own kids, those jobs? 49th. So, yeah, a very interesting statistic that we are producing more jobs, but we are not filling them with our own children. So another reason why we are so focused on getting kids the skills they need to be successful in the 21st century. So in 2013, our school district put together a STEM summit to make our STEM dream a reality. And from that summit, we developed our vision statement for our district, which is to ignite in our students and staff a passion for learning, a commitment to innovative thinking, and a desire to transform the global community. And we have several examples of that listed here on the slide. We're part of the Mid-Columbia STEM Collaboratory that has 4 founding partners, PNNL, Delta, Mesa, and Washington State Laser. We are part of the collaborative this year with Pasco, and we have a couple projects that we're working on with them. So they bring a lot of resources to the table that we can access. This year we have 4, and I was going to add a 5th STEM school on there because we have Rosalind Franklin Elementary that opened last year. It's in year 2. Rosalind Franklin is a K-6 school. McClintock Elementary is brand new this year. It's a K-6 school. Captain Gray STEM Elementary is a K-6 school. And then we have Curie Intermediate, which is our 3-6 school, and they're on the same playground basically with Whittier Elementary, who feeds into them, which is a K-2 school. So I would have added Whittier to that one just because they are feeding into Curie, and we are working with their 2nd grade team to help them do some things with STEM to get the kids ready for that. This summer, I had the opportunity to provide a STEM summer camp for 400 3rd graders, which was a lot, not by myself. We had 3 sites. It felt like by myself some days. We had 3 sites with teachers. It was 8 days. It was jam-packed with as much STEM learning as we could cram into them, and they had a wonderful time. It was a literacy-based STEM summer camp, so it was focused on increasing the literacy skills through the science lens. Lots of fun. I get to do it again next year, which is even more exciting, but the kids learned a lot and had a great time. We also have our middle schools that have STEM integrated units that were developed at the Lighthouse Conference with the Delta teachers, and they helped them write units that were STEM integrated for their students at 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. We are included with the high school CTE. We have great CTE programs. I know Mr. Randall's here, and he's going to talk about TriTech, who's a partner with the CTE program, and they're doing fabulous things there. Let me see what else. And then our Tijuana Stem High School, excuse me, they're not a STEM high school. Tijuana High School has a STEM program where they have started 2 years ago with groups of 9th graders, so cohorts of 9th graders that they have teachers working with in English, science, and math to give them that STEM experience, and they've picked up 2 more cohorts as the year has gone on. So they want to continue that into 12th grade and just keep the cohorts going for kids who are interested. So we are really working towards a STEM funneling, I guess you'd say, from kindergarten to middle school to high school, and we're working on more and more initiatives and experiences for our kids across Pasco School District. Not only do we have the STEM high schools, but we also have, high schools, I said it again. Not only do we have the STEM schools, but we have our STEM initiatives at all the other buildings. This year, we're going to start with an electron microscope for 6th grade. They got some training on that. Does everybody know what an electron microscope is? Okay, it's a very, very powerful microscope that can take down, I think it was 100,000? I'm not sure. Anyway, basically I was shown a slide of what your makeup looks like underneath a slide like that, and it takes it down so far that it looks like there's things in it, so girls, just be aware. It's very fascinating. They have these beautiful pictures of mold spores that look like Christmas trees. So we're giving that to our 6th grade teachers to incorporate into their lessons, and it's going to travel. It's a partnership with Heritage University and PNNL, and they have purchased one in order to have it go around to the different schools. We also have a robotics club this year. We have 13 of our elementary schools that our sixth graders are going to start programming robots for participation in the first LEGO League. And we're a part of Yakima Valley Tri-Cities Mesa. So as Jenny said, we are always looking for opportunities to get people included, and we have some other ways that you can be included as well and participate. On our PSD website, we're going to start up a tab that says how you can be involved. So Jenny mentioned internships for students, always looking for internships. Robotics Club volunteers, I need one per class, or per school, so that'd be great. Presentations in classrooms, we have a lot of science fairs where you can do project judging. Summer school presenters next summer for third grade summer school, love that. Host a tour of your business. Now that we're always looking for those because we want to get kids out into businesses to see what the real work world is like. And sponsor a bus for a field trip. You'd be surprised at how expensive a bus is to take kids on a field trip. Partner with the school to train teachers or programming and project management. So we have a ton of ideas to get you involved, and if you're interested, you can contact Jenny or myself. Now, for those of you who want to be involved with STEM at home, if you had heard Mayor Watkins proclaimed October STEM Month, and so we've been working to illustrate STEM all month, and on our website we have a lot of activities and lessons. But we had our 3 student board members put together a little video about how to do STEM at home, and we wanted to play that for you right now.
These are the materials you'll need to build your own rocket. An empty water bottle, a cork, 4 pencils, a cup of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, paper towel, and a funnel.
Hi everybody, I'm Carson, I go to Pasco High School.
My name is Abraham Mendoza and I go to Delta High School.
Hi, my name is Juan Mojica and I go to Tijuana High School.
And we're your student board reps. And today we're going to make bottle rockets.
Okay guys, now we're going to use these 4 pencils as our legs for a rocket, but in order to do that we're going to tape it around. We want it to look like this in order for it to stack.
And now we decorate them. And now to fuel our rockets. We're going to use white vinegar. So pour half a cup of white vinegar into a measuring cup. Pour your vinegar into your rocket.
Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to take a tablespoon of baking soda. We're going to put it on the paper towel here. We're going to roll it up like a burrito. Next, to keep it from leaving the paper towel, we're going to twist it, but not too tight.
Alright guys, here comes the fun part.
But remember,
Safety first!
You get your baking soda burrito and you put it inside your rocket. And use your cork to seal your rocket.
3, 2, 1!
Yeah! Yes!
So again, just a way to encourage STEM at home. They wouldn't want me to tell you this, but that was the only rocket that worked. But they were very excited they got one. So thank you very much for having us today. We'd love to partner with everyone in the room. Give us a call or email, and thank you again.